everybody. Just another quick walk around on another client's truck. We were lucky to get at the last minute. That's why it's so covered in the great Mother Nature here. This is a 2016 Tundra. It's the access cab, so it's got the six foot bed. Starting up front though, McNeil Racing fenders, 4-inch flare, because we're on about 3 inches of lift, two and a half to 3 inches of lift in the front. We're running the Expedition 1 front bumper, the Range Max base bumper, basically, with the come-up winch, the 12.5 RS winch. And we did this same little plug modification here that we like to use so much. Running the Ultra Hook and Haas Fair lead from Factor 55, and the Baja Design Squadron Pro driving combo fog light. Very clean, very simple, just functional aspect of the front end of the truck. That's all we really needed. This truck is also wrapped, so you'll see this darker gray color here. It's matte dark gray, I think is the material name. This truck was built for a working filmmaker, so he's got to be able to get way out in with a team to ride with him and set up base camp if he needs to, but they've got to be able to carry a lot of filmmaking equipment and a lot of very expensive, fragile stuff. So the way this truck is set up is to be a very comfortable ride, very robust, so he can run higher speeds for long periods of time and not get the equipment beat up, and the crew that he's working with get beat up. They've got to be in comfort. So it's been proving itself very, very comfortable. Tundras are great for that. This is considered our stage 2 setup. It's the plus 3.5 long travel setup in the front with king coilovers. That means it's 3.5 inches wider per side. We're running a Method double standard wheel, 17-inch diameter double standard wheel in black, 37-inch Toyo Open Country RT for the tires, and a 488 gear ratio with ARB front and rear lockers. For roof racks on this truck, we went with the Rhino Rack Pioneer rack. The cab rack is a nice low profile rack that he liked the look of, and the design is well thought out as well. So it's a securable rack. It's an empty rack most of the time, because if they get out to a certain chute, they need to be able to throw any kind of gear up there needed for that specific chute. Exact same rack on the rear, custom length for the ARE top that we used. The top itself, we wanted to kind of model it after how we use the alu cabs on the smaller trucks on the Tacomas. So we wanted side hatch access. There's a cubby inside this. This is all just empty. There's a cubby inside this that runs the full length of this hatch, so you can use it for tools, camera equipment, whatever you want to, that is lockable. On the top of this is the track that comes with it. It's like a Yakima track that comes with the ARE tops, but we can incorporate the Rhino Rack Pioneer rack to that. Mounted to that is the AluCab Gen 3 rooftop tent. It's a pretty big tent, but it looks kind of small on this truck. The bed is a really good bed length for these things, and it fits perfect. That tube right there, I have no idea what that tube is. It's a custom thing that I think he made, probably for filming stuff. So best guess as to what that's for. Coming around to the back end here, as you know, we like to use these deck systems. But you can see this truck's filthy, so it definitely gets used. It's good to see that, because you can kind of see all the weather and dirt and everything I mean, these are clean. These drawers are clean inside, so nothing's getting messed up in any of the storage compartments that we're using here. And this thing's been used extremely hard for well over a year now, since we built the truck and turned it loose. So this thing's holding together great. I mean, the top actually is really nice. You lose the tailgate portion of it, but he wanted the ambulance door aspect of this, and he can fit a whole elk in this one. There's enough room to put probably half an elk in there. He's done it. You can see how long that cupboard is as well. You've got LD lights in the ceiling, so you've got easy access to everything in the bed of the truck. A full length hatch on the passenger side as well. We were able to relocate the camera off the tailgate to an incorporated integrated tail light, brake light, and you can access the back of the tent from here as well. We left the factory bumper on here because he carries his spare tire actually in the bed, 37-inch spare tire. forward in the bed and with plenty of room to spare. And it keeps a lot of weight forward in the truck too. You'll notice it sits a little bit tail high because there's a heavy spring rate on this truck. We're at 1,000 pound spring capacity over stock in this one at 3 inches of lift, and we're running a 2-tube bypass shock, king shock on the back of this truck because this thing will see a lot of weight. And with all of this stuff on the back, you can tell that it's not squishing out your springs. The spring is going to support the weight of that and still ride really nice down the highway. Actually ride really nice down anyway. McNeil Racing bedsides with the Line-X. We just did the Line-X right over the top to kind of make it look a little cleaner and serve the purpose of having something underneath the canopy so it's not just on raw fiberglass. All right, that about does it for this 2016 Tundra access cab. Hope I was able to answer a few questions. Not a whole lot done on this one, but just enough to where it works really well for the cinematographer owner of it. And be sure to click on our YouTube channel and subscribe on the link below. And damn it, there's no link below. And if you've got any questions, be sure to hit us up at tavllc.com and check out our Instagram page at tavllc.